Is there life beyond Earth? Journalist and self-proclaimed ufologist Jane Maussan is on a quest to answer this question. In the past, some experts believed that skeletal remains, like the ones found in Mexico, might have been made from human and animal bones. However, Mexican medical professionals have clarified that the two reported non-human alien corpses were actually separate skeletons and not artificially created. After receiving criticism from academics, experts, and researchers who suspected a hoax, the physicians conducted a series of laboratory tests on the remains to confirm their authenticity. Professor Brian Cox, a physicist and broadcaster, was among those who disagreed with the findings, pointing out that the skeletons looked too humanoid to be authentic. As part of an official reveal in Mexico's Congress, mummified specimens were shown in glass cases as part of the event. The hearing, which created excitement among UFO enthusiasts, was held. On September 12, 2023, a journalist and self-proclaimed UFO specialist named Jane Maussan gave a presentation that was both surprising and controversial before the Mexican Congress. During this presentation, he allegedly revealed two supposed alien corpses to the politicians and the media. This presentation was met with controversy. Jane Maussan said that the remains, each of which had 3 fingers on each hand, elongated heads, and gray skin, were found in a remote region of Cusco, Peru, in the year 2017, by a party of explorers. He also said that he had undertaken a number of studies on the specimens, including DNA analysis, carbon dating, and 3D X-rays, and that the findings proved that the specimens were not connected to any known human or animal species. He also stated that the bodies were found in a cave. However, the scientific community reacted to his assertions with skepticism and shame. They labeled him a fraud and a hoaxer since they believed his claims to be false. They wanted independent verification and peer review, in addition to questioning the validity and reliability of the tests that Maussan claimed to have conducted on the specimens, and they questioned the validity and reliability of the tests that he said he had done on the specimens. In addition to this accusation, they said that he was taking advantage of the curiosity and ignorance of the general population for his personal gain and fame. A lot of people are curious about this species that seems like it came from another planet, where it came from, and what it implies for our knowledge of life elsewhere in the cosmos. In order to find the answers to these questions, a group of specialists from NASA has been sent to the location to carry out a comprehensive study of the alien corpse. The results of a NASA investigation of hundreds of UFO sightings showed no evidence that aliens were responsible for the mysterious occurrences. Yet, the space agency could not completely exclude the idea that aliens were involved. They want to make use of cutting-edge methodologies and pieces of equipment to investigate its anatomy, physiology, genetics, and potential point of origin. They will also attempt to discover whether or not the aliens were still alive when they landed on Earth, as well as how they managed to survive the severe environments of our planet. As quickly as feasible, the findings of their inquiry will be disseminated to members of the scientific community as well as to the media. A NASA contractor reportedly has shown interest in analyzing 2 specimens that were submitted before Mexico's Congress as proof of extraterrestrial life. The specimens were said to have been taken from another world. On the very last page of the study, it was stated that there is no reason to conclude that extraterrestrial sources are responsible for the hundreds of UAP sightings that NASA has reviewed. Administrator Bill Nelson of NASA said that the United States Space Agency would not only take the lead in investigating probable UAP accidents, but would also share data with more openness. The study is 36 pages long and contains several findings that are highly technical and scientific. Thus, here are some of the more important ones. According to what was said in the paper, however, if we recognize that as one possibility, then these celestial bodies must have traveled through our solar system to get here. NASA did not come to the conclusion that extraterrestrial life exists in their assessment. Nonetheless, they did not rule out the possibility of potential unknown alien technology operating in Earth's atmosphere. According to Nicola Fox, Assistant Administrator for NASA's Science Mission Directorate, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, are one of the greatest mysteries on our planet. and this is mostly due to a lack of data of a high quality. Ms. Fox said that there often isn't enough evidence that can be used to make definitive scientific conclusions about the nature and origin of UAP, despite the many sightings of UAP that have been recorded. Ms. Fox made the announcement that NASA has chosen a new head of UAP research with the objective of establishing a robust database for the evaluation of future data. During the process of obtaining data and doing analysis, the director will make use of AI and machine learning. Jane Mawson, a journalist and UFO enthusiast, is the one who brought these specimens to the notice of the general public. It is said that these are mummified remains that date back 1,000 years. NASA has not officially acknowledged or denied its participation in the analysis of the specimens. Nonetheless, it has recently produced a report on the unexplained aerial phenomenon, UAP, that concluded that there was no indication of alien life behind the sightings. In an interview with the BBC, Dr. David Spergel, a scientist working for NASA, said, "Make samples available to the world scientific community and we'll see what's there." According to the findings of the paper, artificial intelligence and machine learning are essential tools for the detection of UAPs. The general population is also seen as a crucial component in gaining an understanding of UAP. NASA has said that a lack of data is one of the most significant obstacles it has in better understanding and recognizing UAPs. The space agency plans to fill this gap through strategies that include crowdsourcing. This includes open-source, smartphone-based apps and other information from multiple citizen observers worldwide that was collected from smartphones. According to the study, as a result, there is a lack of a standardized system for currently aggregating and organizing civilian UAP reports, which has resulted in sparse and incomplete data. It has not been revealed who the next director of NASA's UAP research will be. Nevertheless, this position will soon be filled. Considering that NASA has committed to being more public with its UAP research, it was very perplexing that during Thursday's briefing, details on the job and how much they would be paid were kept suspiciously unclear. This may be done to shield the new director from any possible forms of public harassment in the future. The Assistant Deputy Associate Administrator for Research at NASA, Dr. Daniel Evans, said that members of the UAP study panel had been the targets of actual threats. He said that NASA takes the security and safety of the team extremely seriously, and that the threats had played a role in the decision to not publish the name of the UAP research director. Additionally, he said that the safety of the crew is something that NASA takes extremely seriously. According to Jane Mawson, DNA testing carried out by the National Autonomous University of Mexico found that more than 30% of the specimen's DNA was unknown, suggesting that they are not part of our terrestrial evolution. Mawson also said that these specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution. During his presentation, which was part of a congressional hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs, often known as UFOs, Mawson encouraged the legislators to recognize the possibility that extraterrestrial life exists here on Earth. Julieta Fierro, a scientist at the Institute of Astronomy at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, and Jonty Horner, an astrobiologist at the University of Southern Queensland, are just two of the professionals who have rejected earlier claims made by Mawson. They claim that the specimens are most likely mummies of humans or animals that have been artificially changed or otherwise modified to make them seem to be aliens. In addition to this, they have cast doubt on the correctness and dependability of the examinations and evidence that Mawson offered, in addition to his motivations and goals. In an official capacity, the Mexican authorities have neither verified nor rejected Mawson's assertions, but they have initiated a criminal investigation into the source of the specimens and how they were handled. In Peru, there is a black market for ancient artifacts, and local media sources say that the authorities have a suspicion that the specimens may have been illegally obtained or smuggled from Peru. This raises the possibility that the artifacts were involved in the black market. When the specimens were displayed to Congress and the broader public, the authorities were also interested in establishing whether or not there was any form of fraud or dishonesty. It is not the first time that controversial discoveries have sparked debate and controversy among academics, government officials, and members of the general public. Additionally, this is not the first time that Mr. Mawson has said that he has uncovered proof of life existing on alien worlds. In 2015, he said that the bones of a mummified corpse found near Nazca in Peru belonged to an alien entity. However, more investigation proved that the body belonged to a human child. In Peru, the remains were discovered in 2015. The discovery of extraterrestrial remains in Mexico has surprised people all around the world and raised a lot of questions about where these bones came from and what they were. For years, scientists have been baffled by these signals, and some believe they imply the existence of advanced life beyond Earth. Additionally, NASA is looking into the possibility that these unusual transmissions in outer space are connected to them. Will humankind eventually find out about these extraterrestrial visitors? Keep an eye out for more incredible stories like this.